Hi, I'm Dennis Gage. Thanks for tuning in to My Classic Car, home of the certified car nut. Well, this week we're in Steamboat Springs, Colorado for the Rocky Mountain Mustang Roundup. This event manages to corral over 500 of these sweet Stangs right down here on the main drag through Steamboat Springs. Now, if that's not a Rocky Mountain high, I don't know what is. What do you say we get around to check a few of these out? Let's mount up and ride. Lee, how you doing, man?
Hi, Dennis. Good to see you.
You've rounded up some serious Stangs here today.
We have 540 cars here today.
That's a lot of cars.
It's the most cars we've ever had.
And what a great place to have them, downtown Steamboat Springs.
Oh yeah, you can't ask for a better venue.
And has it always been in Steamboat Springs, or?
Well, for about the last 10 years it's been in Steamboat Springs, but it's always been in a mountain town in Colorado.
You know, what a great place to have a show. I mean, right here, Steamboat's such a great location anyway, but to come here for Mustangs?
Right. There's plenty to do besides Mustangs, and it's a beautiful place to bring your Mustang.
And it looks to me like you got whole families here.
Right. It's a family vacation for a lot of people. This is what they do in the summers. Come up to Steamboat and spend some time at the Roundup, do some hiking, whatever.
When you got the show, it's right downtown here today, but you have kind of a whole weekend full of stuff, is that right?
Right. We start out on Thursday with a mountain tour. Friday is our autocross, which is on a closed course and timed runs.
Then the downtown show today.
We've got cars from New Mexico, California, Texas.
Really?
As far away as Pennsylvania, actually.
You really got a great thing going here. I mean, a great location, a great gathering of Mustangs and stuff. I got to believe you're going to be doing this for a while.
I think we will. Yeah, we all enjoy it, and us committee members, we have a lot of fun putting it on. So, yeah, we'll keep going as long as the people keep coming.
Well, if this year's an indication, they're going to keep coming in even greater numbers.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Well, hey, you got a show to run, I got a show to shoot. Let's check a few of these Stangs out before we really have to get down to business. Okay?
Sounds like a good idea.
All right. Welcome back to My Classic Car. Well, Eric, now this is one you don't see every day. This is a 72 Sport Roof, right?
Correct.
72 Sport Roof. Now this is after Mustang got pretty big.
Yes, they got real big, yes.
Only 1 year left before it was over for the original Mustang. But this was a pretty rare car. The Sport Roof was even more rare than the Mach, which was pretty rare.
Absolutely. There was 15,000 made of these in 72, and then 27,000 of the Machs.
Yeah, so I mean, there weren't many of these at all. Now, and you were telling me you bought this car when you were 16 years old?
This is my first car that I had.
Man, you're a lucky boy. Did you have to restore it? Was it a rough car? Or?
It was actually a very clean car. It just was a shade too light on the coloring, and that's about all I've really done is really just clean it, repaint it. That's about it.
So you did bring the paint back, right? And what is this color? This is now a stock?
This is a stock color. It's called medium ginger metallic by Ford standards. It's a pretty unique color.
It is.
Yeah,
it
so
is.
Yeah.
I like the interior too, because the color really complements it. And did you have to restore that because it looks so good?
The interior is all original except for the dash. The dash was the only thing that's been replaced.
Just like the dash pad?
Just the dash pad.
Because it was cracked.
Yep, it was cracked. Yep.
What's the Sport Roof? What made it the Sport Roof?
Sport Roof is basically a Mach 1 undressed with no Mach 1 suspension and no Mach 1, high performance motor. So it's just a dressed down Mach 1.
So it's really a coupe with a fastback.
Yeah.
You're sporting what? A kind of a unique engine, a 351?
Still got the 351 Cleveland in it, yeah.
But it's a Ram Air, right?
Mm-hmm. It is a Ram Air. It's a 2-barrel carb engine.
That's how it came? A Ram Air 2-barrel?
Ram Air 2-barrel. There's actually quite a few of them, even in the Machs they made them that way.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you have an engine rebuild and all that?
The engine has just been cleaned and repainted. The engine has not been pulled out or rebuilt yet.
You're kidding.
It's been in here since 72.
How many miles now?
It has 135,000 miles now.
Still running strong?
Still runs strong.
Well, she looks awesome. Have you been coming to this show long?
I've been coming to this show since 95.
Do you live like in Steamboat? Or?
I live down in Denver and I come up here every year for it. Every
Absolutely
Father's Day
worth the drive, huh?
It absolutely is, yes.
Man.
It's a beautiful show.
Well, yeah, and you brought out a beautiful car for it.
Thank you very much,
Cool,
guys.
man.
Thanks.
Sport Roof. Welcome back to My Classic Car. Well, Brian, this is a sweet little early Stang here. What, 65 convertible,
That's right? 65 convertible, early 65, yep.
Nice car. You had it long?
I've had it for almost 15 years now. I got it in '92. So
wow.
Yeah.
So did you find a perfect one? You
Yeah,
kept
it
it
came
like
out, no. Actually, I purchased it from an auto body that had done the work on it, had to replace the floor pans and the torque boxes, and the gentleman and his wife couldn't make the payment.
One of those run out of money halfway through the restoration
Exactly,
thing?
exactly. So I went down, paid the auto body, paid them a little bit of money, and then started in. About 7 years later, it ended up looking like this. So.
Wow. Now, man, you basically did the rest of the work?
Yeah, we basically did almost all the work. Wow. That's right.
7 years?
7 years worth of hard labor, money, and time, and yeah. So.
But you know, it's great when it's done, isn't it? I mean, it's kind of like what an accomplishment.
Wonderful. Yep, it is. We really do enjoy it. So.
Did you have to do a lot? I mean, was it pretty rusty or?
It was pretty rusty, not too bad. We replaced both the front fenders, but all the other sheet metal is original.
It's Wimbledon white, right?
That's right, Wimbledon white.
And the blue interior would have been what color do they call it?
It's a 65 blue. They call it a silver blue interior. So.
It's just a really standard interior, basically. Isn't
That's
it?
right. It's just standard. Yeah, it's not a pony option or anything like that. So.
But you did put on a set of gauges there. That looked.
Yeah, I
like
had to get the rally pack.
Yeah,
had to get the rally pack. Yeah, with the little tack and the clock. So.
And that's actually an aftermarket, right?
That's right.
Another good aftermarket option here is the luggage rack. I like that.
Yeah,
but
thank you.
Man, you know. The skis.
Yeah.
You're in Colorado. You gotta
have the skis, especially up here in Steamboat. So
yeah, and these look like about 65 vintage skis.
I think that's about right. Exactly. My aunt used to ski on those, and she said she came up here and skied on them. So
like on these slopes.
That's what she says. I don't know. Maybe when the mountain's on this side.
How do the ankles take something like that?
I have no idea.
Now you have the big engine in this.
Yeah, we got the big
in 65. There was what, a 170, a
200.
You could still get the 260.
260 would have probably been phased out by the time we got to this car.
So then it was 289.
And then we got the 289, yeah.
Oh man, that looks showroom.
Yeah. We've tried to keep it as clean as possible.
And do you have to rebuild the engine and everything?
We had to pull the engine, had it rebuilt, had it boiled and cleaned,
and the gold valve covers and air cleaner would have been
the original for that time period. Yeah.
Well, she's just an absolutely beautiful car. Now, have you been to this show before?
Yeah, we've been coming up since the 8th annual show, and I think we're in the 19th annual show now.
So you've been here for like 11
or 12 years.
So you must like this one, huh?
Yeah, we like this one a lot. Yeah, you can't beat Steamboat.
Glad you came up, and there's not much better place for a show than right here in Steamboat.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Stangs forever.
Yep.
All right, man. Jim, I absolutely love this car. 70 Boss 302. This is a fabulous car in a very rare color. What is this?
Medium lime metallic, sometimes referred to as a medium avocado by Ford, but most commonly lime.
It really is an avocado look. And when I actually forgot about this color. I saw it and I thought it's lime gold, but it's too limey. And lime gold is what, 67 or 8 or something like that?
Correct. More gold in that one, a little more lime in this one.
Have you had this for a while?
Bought it in 70. It was used. I'm the second owner, but
you bought it in 70. You've had it since 70.
1970. Yeah.
But you were still the second owner.
Yeah. It was a trade-in. A dealer knew I was looking for one. He called me and says, "I've got this one." Told me the color and the interior. I didn't even go look at it. About a week later, I drove by, still there. Drove it. Bought it.
Well, you're right. You know, the interior is unique too because it's a white interior. Mm-hmm. They were mostly black, and I don't think it shows nearly as well. I mean, the black is, it's cool and all that, but you don't get the light in it. That the white gives you this reflector, and all of a sudden you see how cool that interior is.
And I had the same reaction you did. See the white and you go, it works with this color.
It really does.
Just fell in love with it.
So did you have to restore the interior?
Restored the interior, kept as much as I could as original. The dash is original, had it recovered out in California. New carpet, of course, in this. But the rest of it's pretty much original.
But you even right fabric with the the buttons and the wood grain inserts, and you've got a factory 8-track with the Ford factory 8-track demo tape.
Demo tape, and the 8-track does work.
Wow!
It's, you realize when you listen to it why they went away from
Yes,
8-track,
exactly right.
It still does work.
The real show here is, of course, the Boss 302 engine.
Trans Am motor and production car.
It really was this is a race car.
Yes.
It really was. That was a race engine.
4-bolt mains, balanced, solid lifters, 870 Holley carburetor, 4-barrel.
And the shaker hood there, they
bring a little cold air in, and
oh man, it looks great. And of course, the other thing that made this car so cool was the stripe package. The Larry Shinoda, the Boss 302, and he actually did the slats, and I mean, he really did all of this.
He did all of this.
Awesome car, man. Cool, Jim.
Thank you.
You're my hero. Welcome back to My Classic Car. Sean, this is a beauty. 67 Fastback Mustang, but man, you've done some work. I mean, there are RestoMods and there are RestoMods, but this is a killer RestoMod. What all What all did you do, and what did you start with? Was it a solid car, or was it where'd you find it?
No, we pulled her out of a junkyard. She was a pretty rusty shell. In fact, we had to cut a tree down that was growing through the engine compartment
Are
to
you
get her
kidding me?
out. No, we did. We got photos on our website to prove it.
I love those.
She
I
was
love those
rough.
stories, man.
Yeah, she was a rough one.
Well, now when most people do the RestoMod stuff, I mean, they're really updating the suspension, using a lot of aftermarket, and you know, bringing these up to modern technology. Is that what you did?
No, we got a lot of Ford cars, and we came across an 04 Cobra. And we basically utilized everything Ford off an 04 Cobra.
No kidding.
Independent rear 04, independent rear suspension, same at the front, 13-inch brakes, all that good stuff.
So you do have all the modern stuff, but you went Ford.
We went Ford. We try to make it happen with them. Any replacement parts, it's easy enough to get. You know where to go to get them.
That's a cool idea. That's
Yeah.
a cool idea. And man, you did a great job in the interior. Again, leaving it nostalgic, but
Right.
still the latest and greatest.
Right.
What all we got?
We got 04 6-way power adjustable chairs, and we had to take and make our own custom console, which is half 67, half 79 to provide for the e-brake. We've got cobalt autometer gauges, all electronic,
They look good.
pillar pod gauges, things of that nature.
Well, it is. You know, it's beautiful. And back once you get to the back, I mean, it's your basic. You know, it's kind of your basic Eleanor
Yeah.
mod. But it looks like you've done a few things. It's a little narrower or something, isn't it?
Yeah, we narrowed up the bumper and everything, and you know, we always like to make sure our lines and everything fit, so we wanted to make sure that all these lines came together and flowed really well.
Well, a lot of people are doing these Eleanor things, and they're cool. I mean, they're beautiful. It's a beautiful car.
Absolutely.
But you've kind of done a twist on that. You've
Yeah.
done a trick on the Eleanor thing, and
Yeah.
that trick is up front here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Well-
we got to the glass work and we couldn't stop there. We thought, what else could we do to make it our own? So we decided to go ahead and cut the fenders in half and go to town.
Kind of a Daytona coupe approach almost.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, this is incredible. Now, and it's still a steel front end,
Yeah,
except
it's
for
all,
the hood, right?
all steel fenders except for the Shelby hood.
And what's the engine? That's
That's a Ford Motorsport crate motor, balanced and brute planted at 385 horse. Wow. Backed behind a T5 5-speed transmission. Newer Comfort Air, of course, 134 upgrade, electric fan, cross flow. All the amenities you could possibly need, Hydro Boost brakes, everything off 04 stuff, you know.
Is this thing on the bottle too?
Yeah, she's got a little juice to it. She does, just in case you need it.
In case you need it, you can throw a little nos there, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. You never
Man.
know what you might need.
Wow, it just, gosh, she's just beautiful. And this, I mean, this just sets it off for me. And your fit and finish is incredible. I mean, you really have done some nice work.
I appreciate that. It took some time, you know, but I wanted to make it look like there was nothing there unless you saw it come up.
Yeah, oh, it's such a sleeper.
Everybody
Sean, you
loves
do
it.
some fine work, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Man.
It's always nice to hear.
A twist on the RestoMod. Oh man, the Rocky Mountain Mustang Roundup is an awesome show. All these gorgeous Stangs right downtown Steamboat Springs. It's a beautiful thing. Let me tell you, this is one to add to the list of potential future family vacations.